Sheriffs, aldermen, masters, wardens, liverymen, freemen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm John Burton and I've been chairman of Pollinating London Together for coming up to 2 years. We meet a week after the wonderful commemorations and thanks for the life of service to our country given by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and warmly welcome King Charles III as our sovereign. We offer him our loyalty and devotion, just as his mother devoted so much time to so many for so long. God save the King. We're delighted to welcome you all here this evening. It's a great privilege to be here at Vintners Hall. Our deep thanks to the Master Vintner and his team for allowing us to use this wonderful hall. We're very pleased to have two esteemed guest speakers this evening, Professor Siddhartha Dasgupta and Sheriff and Alderman Nicholas Lyons, whose subject to election will be our next Lord Mayor. Our Vice Chair, Heather Barrett-Mould, will introduce you to them later. We're also very pleased to have Sheriff and Alderman Alison Gowman with us. Alison has kindly agreed to say grace, and as you will all know, Alison heads up the Livery Climate Action Group, whose objectives are very much aligned with those of PLT in securing the future of our planet. We last met as a group some 3 months ago at Superbloom to celebrate Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee. And we're very pleased to have Rhiannon Goddard from Superbloom with us this evening, with whom we look forward to continuing our very close collaboration. The highlight, of course, this evening is our two guest speakers who will speak after dinner. But firstly, I would like to give you an update of the recent developments of PLT and our plans for the future. As most of you here are already supporters of PLT, you know that pollinators are declining in numbers and diversity across Britain. And given their vital role across natural and managed ecosystems, you know that we need to take action to redress their decline for many reasons. And showing the interconnectedness of our environmental challenges, while pollinator conservation is not just for biodiversity loss, it also contributes to tackling the climate crisis and, of course, mental health and well-being. PLT aims to restore or create pollinator habitats in London and beyond, and has successfully grown its activities since it was founded just over 2 years ago. Key to our work is raising awareness of the plight of all pollinators, including bees, butterflies, moths, hoverflies, and beetles, and helping to create improved environments in open spaces of the City of London. As part of this awareness raising, we hold events for our members and communities and school groups, and also through our livery links to education. We also provide a series of resource guides and videos on our website, which we have recently revamped. I invite you to visit it. We have now 27 livery company members and are engaged with a further 40 or so. It's great to see so many members and prospective members with us tonight. PLT is an organisation based upon collaborative action, and we'd like to highlight some of those organisations working with us. We're most grateful to the City of London Corporation Community Infrastructure Neighbourhood Levy Fund for the grant of £230,000 over 2 years to upscale our activities utilising evidence-based science. James Lee, the fund manager, was intended to be here with us this evening, but has unfortunately gone down with some COVID-like symptoms and is unable to be with us, but we thank James in his absence for his support. Following receipt of the grant, we entered into an MOU with Reading University and have engaged 2 of their PhD researchers to further our work with developing biodiversity corridors in the city and beyond. I'm very pleased that we have the 2 researchers with us this evening, Louise Hutchinson and Constantina Solis. We're currently working on our business plan for the coming years and have assembled a highly experienced strategy board to assist. I'm pleased to say that 4 of them are here with us this evening. Alderman and Sheriff Alison Goman, former Lady Mayoress Lady Hilary Russell, Alderman Professor Michael Manelli, and the immediate past Master Grocer Tim Corridge. Andrew Jones, former Head of Green Spaces at GLA, Sir Tim Smith of the Eden Project, Professor Alistair Griffiths from the RHS, and Simon Tuma from Kew have also kindly agreed to join the strategy board. We're meeting shortly to develop our plans, which we will be presenting to our members at our annual meeting at Barber Surgeons Hall on the 28th of November. As we move towards 2023, our science working group have some exciting plans, including the mapping of city sites, which include layers that indicate pollinator presence and the quality of those sites, developing an enhanced package of citizen science for businesses to use as part of their corporate social responsibility programs, and also furthering our partnerships with other like-minded groups, including Friends of City Gardens, the Natural History Museum, Bristol University, Camden Highline, Kew, the RHS, and as mentioned earlier, Superblue. Beyond green space audits, developing biodiversity corridors and citizen science, we will continue to create awareness and stimulate thinking through our events programme. But before we launch into 2023, PLT will be hosting a pan-livery biodiversity float at the Lord Mayor's Show in November to celebrate the incoming Lord Mayor. We're very pleased to have received support from the Bupa Foundation, whose sustainability and biodiversity initiatives are to be commended and very much aligned with those at PLT. We have become established with the generous support of the Wax Chandlers Charitable Trust, the Worshipful Company of Gardeners, individuals and other donations for which we are extremely grateful. The next stage in our development is to establish PLT as a charitable incorporated organisation. The application has recently been submitted to the Charity Commission. Thank you all for your support of PLT and thank you for joining us this evening. I wish you all a very enjoyable evening. Thank you.